So, yeah, with you is all your various stuff, and a religious painting by the Dutch master Rembrandt, which, if properly studied, will reveal the secrets of how someone on the mortal plane can create a temporary, stable portal to hell without, of course, unleashing all of hell. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we are at. So I think the first.
Hey, Darby. Oh
yeah.
No. By all means.
My body kind of hurts, and can I just dash this painting in your void space or whatever you call it?
Yeah. I take it from Zlobs, and I can't remember if there's something in there.
I think there is, but is your little pocket dimension big enough for a Rembrandt in a frame?
I think it's not.
I went in there. I was in that pocket dimension.
Yeah, but you were 10. I'm just gonna carry it and kind of like look at it.
I just lay on the ground for like 2 minutes. Can I have 2 minutes,
you give
please?
it a couple of minutes.
I just need to my muscles.
Yeah, the other thing that Zlobs your brain is drawn to while you're laying in the cool grass, in addition to the pain, is the fact that all of you have been activated to join the varsity team and find a way to Maryland to play in a Blaseball game representing your magnet school.
Find a way? Find our own way there?
Yeah, we'll get to that. You've got options. But there are things kind of in the way of that. You're in the middle of the suburbs, in the woods, near, let's be honest, an active crime scene. Carrying a painting worth so much money you don't want to think about it. That also holds the secret to traversing the planes of existence. So
I'm really feeling my age today.
Indeed. Yeah, Morgan, you hop on the phone. Who you calling?
I'm calling Susie Chin.
Woodstock.
Chen? Look, I need your help. I'm assuming you got the same call that I did.
I did? Oh, you all did too. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to Maryland then, huh? What do you need my help with now?
I've got a little pre-mission for you. It's 2 parts. One, I need you to come pick us up.
Where are you?
About a mile outside. Wait, where am I?
You're in Middleton, Massachusetts.
I'm in Middleton, Massachusetts. That's Zlobs. Zlobs says hi.
I didn't say hi. Hi.
Hi, Susie.
Oh, Darcy says hi.
Well, don't all sound like you're forced to say hi.
Tell Susie I'm on the ground. I'm relaxing.
Zlob's on the ground and he's hurting really badly.
Tell Susie I'm emotionally
that.
overwhelmed.
Darcy's not cool right now.
The perspective switches to the Chen living room where Mr. Chen is sitting on the couch watching a live news report from the perspective of a helicopter looking at just like a giant flaming building in Middleton. And, Susie is listening and then looks at the camera, looks at the TV, and then looks at her dad, and then leaves the living room. Are you currently being chased by law enforcement?
I don't think so. I think we're a little early for that punch. Yeah.
All right, give me 40 minutes.
All right.
While we wait, there's something I'd like to do.
What's that?
So while I'm just looking at the painting while we're waiting, I lean it against a tree, and I'm feeling like really just like I don't know how to thank Zlobs for this. And so there's Zlobs.
I poke my head up. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
I don't know how to repay you, but I have an idea, and it's something I've never done before. But
It's snacks? Cook? Have you ever cooked?
I have cooked. Jorge and Louisa make me cook. I like cooking. But it's something that I saw Maeve do, and I'm feeling like this surge of holiness, I guess, or reconnection to heaven, and I want to use it to pay you back.
With heaven money?
No, it's called a blessing by Warrior's Fire.
Oh my god, that sounds so cool.
But I've never done it before.
All right, Zlob just poop, pops up. Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay.
Do you want this to have an effect of some kind on Zlobs? That is to say, an in-game effect.
Yeah.
Okay. You could leave that part up to me, but I will let you describe what this looks like.
So I get out my sword, and I get down on the ground in front of Zlobs. Zlobs, can you sit up?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. And I lay my sword. We're sort of knee to knee, and I lay my sword on my knees.
Morgan, take a picture.
No, don't take a picture. That's not.
Oh, sorry.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if that would affect it or not.
Don't take a picture. Okay.
And my sword starts to glow with the fire. Zlobs, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta see if I can remember this. By the power of my flame, may the heavens grant Severus Zlobin strength and protection in times of peril. May this be my debt to him. And the flame sort of condenses all at the point. So it's just one tiny little flame, and I pick it up in my finger. Zlobs, open your eyes.
Whoa.
Give me your hand. And I put the little flame in his hand. Don't let it extinguish.
This is cool. Where do I put it? Oh, I put it in my heart?
Yeah.
Under
Whoa.
class-specific moves, I need you to write something new down.
Sure.
Write divine equipment.
Ooh.
Should you be granted access to a weapon from the arsenal of heaven, you are able to wield it without penalty.
Oh, okay. I like that. Wield a weapon from the arsenal of heaven. I can wield it. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I feel connected. I feel a little bit better. Darby,
Yeah,
you.
there's...
I feel
Darby,
minty.
there's...
There's no other way to describe it. I feel minty, like I ate a bunch of mint, but it's in my
Yeah, you're
blood mint.
the vibes are pristine right now. Everything is crisp.
It didn't kill you.
It didn't
Give him
kill
a
him,
big
which
hug.
is good.
What do you mean? You thought you were gonna kill me?
There was like a 1% chance that like a surge of holy energy might like destroy him if he was impure of heart to a certain level. Like this particular blessing has been given to like warlords in the past and they've survived. So you had to do the math in your head, Darby, and it was like, well, is he less moral than these warlords? No, he's probably a little more moral.
Mhm.
But you never know until you try.
I consider myself a war nerd.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But yeah, Darby, having the painting here, you now have like a little while to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's the painting itself isn't
Uh-oh.
relic
Oh, no.
per se. You
could
could
you say
tell
that again?
immediately by looking at it that it's not like, it's not like a holy relic in and of itself. It's not like pulsing with holy energy. Like, oh, it came from the divine plane. But it's giving off something. Maybe the best word you would use is potential. What it represents is very powerful. And you're one of the few people in the world that understand what it represents. And so there's something about that that's kind of re-stirring or re-strengthening your connection to heaven. But yeah, you are studying it and you realize that, well, you're going to have to do something with this very soon. And by very soon, I mean like now-ish. So you're all waiting for Susie to arrive. The logistics of her picking you up are resolved over text. But in the meantime, Mindy,
Yes.
you're at a police station.
True.
You're in a holding cell.
Yeah.
Do you want the cell to be empty? Do you want to be the only person in there?
I guess it depends on who the other person would be. I'd probably prefer to be alone in case I need quiet time.
Yeah, so it's a quiet night just off the highway in the Massachusetts State Police substation outside of Middleton. A little south of Middleton. And yeah, you're just kind of collecting your thoughts. You're, the holding cell is... There are like a couple of them. They're separated by bars. It's like these things haven't changed since probably the 50s. There's like a big, heavy like keyhole and like a big iron plate. But like it's a cell with bars. So you can see out into the rest of the police station. And there looks to be one police officer kind of like up front near the front door, just kind of like hunched over like his cell phone, just like scrolling something. And then sitting at actually not sitting, standing on a desk, typing via PEC is Officer Beak, who's writing up something on a very small keyboard. Officer Beak does call out to his coworker, who gets up and delivers to you a room temperature bottle of water, and one of those really small sleeves of butter crackers, like circular butter crackers. There you go.
I would like a lawyer.
All right, that's there we are.
I have a right to a lawyer.
Yep. Yeah, you are handcuffed. And then the cell door is opened and you are walked over to a desk with a landline phone on it. And Officer Beak is
one call.
Yep, Officer Beak's in the middle of paperwork, so this other officer is kind of guiding you through it. And you're in your handcuffed hands. You're holding the phone and looking at the receiver. Is there a particular lawyer in mind you would like to call?
Oh.
Have we met a lawyer? Well, let me search the character sheet.
Wait, I have to know a lawyer personally and have their phone number memorized?
Well, if you have it saved in your cell phone, you could look it up. This is the other officer. If you have it saved in your cell phone, I would give you your cell phone, but you don't appear to have one.
I don't have a cell phone. I have a special kind of brain.
In your special brain, is there the number for a lawyer you know?
No. No.
Beak, what should we do here? And Beak looks up. He's chewing a sunflower seed.
Oh.
Her friends are on the way to bail her out.
Oh. And what, pray tell, am I being detained for?
Driving without a license, driving underage, and reckless driving.
That's fair. Very well, then. I will wait for my friends.
There are a couple of numbers that you more or less have memorized.
Yep.
The ones that are the most top of mind right now are, Mr. Mathers and the dollar. Because you all carried around that business card for a long time.
True. Yeah, I definitely could call my parent. Whether that's a good idea? Hard to say. Some may say it's the responsible choice. I disagree. I do have a feeling that calling my father from jail could result in some unnecessary panic on his end and some unnecessary, what we might call grounding on my end.
Yeah.
And I think that it's probably just for the best that, perhaps neither of the Mr. Mathers are informed at this exact juncture.
Makes a lot of sense.
Now, as for whether to call the dollar, here's my other question. Excuse me, Officer Beak.
Yes.
How much is my bail in terms of number of dollars?
Mindy, give me 2d6 plus charm, unless, of course, you want to, destroy his tiny brain somehow and change the number.
Whoa. Plus charm?
Yeah. The higher you get, the lower the bail.
Could I first try to charm the officer, and then we'll see how that goes, and then maybe we'll see about brain shenanigans?
Sure. 2d6 plus charm.
Oh. Okay, not bad. 7.
All right. Not no money to your own recognizance. There is a small amount of money needed, an amount that likely could be scrounged up by your friends based on what they have on them.
Zlobs has 197 canonical dollars.
Officer Beak, do you take Venmo?
Cash, check, or bond?
Cash, check, or bond. Might I make my one phone call now?
by all means.
Okay, I have Morgan's number memorized.
Mm.
You got Morgan.
Morgan, it's Mindy. Calling
hey,
from the police station.
Yeah, Mathers, I reckon.
I'm just wondering, do you, excuse me, Officer Beak, is there privacy allowed for my phone call?
Officer Beak puts on tiny headphones.
Oh.
Thank you. Hey, how confident do you all feel about having enough money by cash, check, or bond for my bail?
How much is bail?
From what I gather, it's an amount you might have on you.
Is that Mindy?
It seems like it's somewhat reasonable.
Zlobs
Mindy?
says hi.
No,
I-
tell her that I just got blessed by Darby and it's really cool.
Oh, Zlobs says that he got blessed by Darby and it's really cool.
And I have $197.
And he has $197. And
Okay.
I've got 30.
Okay.
And O'Darcy has... O'Darcy, how much money do you have?
$17.
17.
And I think I have
And-
some
Change.
money
and-
in the effects that they took from me.
Cool. All right, we'll be there soon. And if we don't have enough money, I'll just ask Susie Chen because she's
Ask who?
giving you right. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Wait, what did you...
Morgan, give me a 2d6 plus charm roll. Full success means Susie has taken the family car herself. So that's a full success. Partial success means Mr. Chen's driving.
No. You have to succeed this, Morgan. You have to. Mr. Chen can't bail me out of jail. He's
9.
such a reasonable adult.
Wow.
9.
No.
So,
no.
about 40 minutes later.
Oh, God.
The rather nice dark colored SUV that Mr. Chen drives pulls onto the country road into the forest clearing where the three of you plus a priceless stolen painting are.
Susie
Mr.
has a
Chen
learner's permit.
is behind the wheel. He greets you all.
Hi, Mr. Chen.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Awfully smoky out here tonight.
Yeah. Observe it as usual, Mr. Chen.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you're all safe.
Me
Glad
too.
you're safe.
He makes eye contact with all of you in the rearview mirror and then does not look at any of you again. Susie Chen, who's sitting up front, kind of reaches her arm behind her seat and gives you all a thumbs up.
Hi, Susie.
So, where are we heading?
The county jail.
Ah. And so Mr. Chen drives you all in absolute silence to the jail. I want one of you, whichever one's feeling lucky, to roll 2d6 plus sharp. This is going to be essentially a resource check.
I can roll.
All right. I'll give you a +1 to it because it's going to be an easy resource check.
9.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Here. All right. Partial success. You all have enough money on you. Susie is pretty insistent that she wants to be the one to go in.
Oh, of course. That sounds
All right.
fun. Mm-hmm.
Here's my $30.
Yeah.
Yep. So you all hand over some appropriate amount of cash, And
Feel
Susie
free to
Chen.
keep some as a tip if there's extra.
Oh, no. Mindy owes you.
So Susie Chen walks in. Mindy, you're, like an hour and a half or so has passed. You ate all the crackers and drank the water, and you're debating whether or not to ask for more of both. When Susie Chen walks in, she is facing the dollars in her hand. So she was handed like a wad of money. You could tell which of it is Zlobs because you think it's covered in peanut butter. And so she kind of walks in. Yeah, she walks in and you see her like across the station just kind of sorting out the money. And, you can't hear what she's saying, but she's talking. She points at you. She looks at you. She gives you a look you can't decipher.
I salute her.
And sure enough, within a minute or so, she signs some paperwork, and she walks back through the police station, where Officer Beak meets her and then opens up your cell. And Susie Chen is standing there. She's wearing a black hoodie. Her hands are in her pockets. Well, did prison life toughen you up?
Oh, yeah, by a mile.
My dad's waiting in the car.
Oh. You brought your dad?
Well, I was thinking of taking the car myself, but apparently they don't look too kindly on underage, unlicensed drivers up here.
Yes, please, learn from my mistakes.
Come on.
Thanks for bailing me out.
Yeah. And so, yep, you're led out to the car. Mr. Chen, let's talk about him for a second. He's sitting in the driver's seat. Morgan and Darby smell like they were in a fire. Zlobs is bleeding. There's
stopped. I got blessed by a whole
yeah. Zlobs was bleeding. And sitting in the back of the car, but big enough to block the view out the back is, well, Mr. Chen doesn't see what it is, but he knows that it's in like a 500-year-old frame. And then he sees his daughter, the pride of the Chen family,
Yeah.
walking Mindy out of jail.
No, Susie, I always thought the roles would be sort of reversed here. Who would have thought that you'd be the one bailing me out of jail?
Well, I guess I'm glad we didn't bet $1 on it. Maybe I'm just too cautious to go to jail.
Oh, too cautious. Yes, I've always known you to be very cautious. Not much of a risk taker. Definitely like to stay out of trouble. That sounds familiar.
I take risks. I just hit what I shoot at. And she gets in the front seat. The back gates of the SUV opens, and you load in there right next to a painting of impossible value. And off you drive into the night.
As soon as we leave, I was like, oh, wait, Mr. Chen, go back.
Slabs.
What about my car? Where's Crest?
Oh, right.
What did you do to my baby?
2 minutes later, Officer Beak is standing on his desk, pecking away at a police report. And you walk in,
Boom.
making wild demands about your car. And Officer Beak looks up and says,
Tasteful.
yeah, tasteful. No. The car has to be released to its owner, and that owner needs to have a driver's license.
Okay. I am the owner, and I have a driver's license.
Officer Beak looks at you. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Show me your driver's license.
Hold on. Well, let's bet. If I have a driver's license, then I get all your sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I'll take that bet.
Okay. I take out my wallet, which is filled with various cards, gift cards, a bunch of like reward cards, like you can go get coffee.
Yeah, a lot of like
Just
frequent
one-
purchaser cards from like ammunition stores and hot dog stands.
Yeah. Hold on. I drop it on the floor. I'm like spreading them out and like,
Yeah.
here it is. And I hand over my Massachusetts driver's license.
There's
With
like
a
it's right next to the pocket that just has a slice of salami in it.
Yeah, the salami pocket.
Officer Beak picks it up in his little beak and then like puts it on the table and looks at it. And then looks
Look it
at
up.
you and then looks at it
Look it up.
and then picks it up and walks it over to the card reader and puts it in, and it beeps and a green light flashes. And Officer Beak slowly drags over the bowl of sunflower seeds.
Thank you. I put the sunflower seeds in the wallet.
You do? Right in there. You have to eat the salami to make room.
Yeah. Without breaking eye contact with
Nope.
Officer Beak.
And sure enough, you were handed the keys to the car. It was parked on the side of the building. And yeah. And so with that, Mindy Mathers has been sprung from jail.
Mr. Chen, what are the chances we keep this between us, amongst ourselves, us here in this car?
Very low, Miss Mathers.
Sure, I can't convince you to maybe just have this one.
2d6 plus charm.
Oh, well, that's 6.
I'm driving all of you home. And I'm going to have a conversation with each of your parents
Oof.
and guardians.
Actually, Mr. Chen, I believe we, meaning all of us, meaning Susie and us, are needed in Maryland.
Mr. Chen looks across at Susie. And Susie looks back and says, "What? It's been a busy 2 hours." And yeah, Mr. Chen is kind of confounded by this. Yeah, you're all needed in Maryland.
That's what you said, Morgan, right? Maryland?
Yeah, official Blittle League business.
Yeah, and that's kind of the magic words for Mr. Chen. Okay. So you got to all figure out kind of two things. The second is how you want to get to Maryland. And I'm starting with that one because in a lot of ways it's easier. The world is your oyster here in terms of getting to Maryland. And I mean, you can talk about like, did the traveling team alums get a bus? Are you driving by bus? Is there a plane? Is the big Petunia going to fly you there? Are you all getting on road trips in your own cars? Literally anything. So you're going to think about all of that. But Darby, there's something kind of chewing at you that that needs to be done first. You cannot keep this Rembrandt with you. Like the longer you hold it, the more dangerous it is. Which means that before you go to Maryland, which is happening literally as soon as possible, you've got to crack open the secret of this painting, and then you need to put it somewhere. And there are two somewheres that are in need of this painting.
Mm-hmm.
San Felipe Tower and the Fortress Library of the Benevolent Scholars, both of whom, of course, you promised the painting to. So let's jump ahead in time a little bit. You are all somewhere together with the painting. Where is that somewhere?
Darby's bedroom.
Yep. So yeah, Darby, you and the gang are up there. Louisa and Jorge are like, you walk by, you're carrying this giant painting, you go up the stairs. Louisa and Jorge like pause and say hello to you and all of your friends before getting back to playing what looks like 6 different games of Battleship at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Battle 6.
Yeah, it's Battle 6. It's how they decide who makes dinner. And so, yeah, all of you are upstairs. And it's like, however it is, you're all getting down to Maryland. It's literally, that is going to start literally the second this is over, whatever it is. The plane leaves, the bus leaves, you all get in Mr. Chen's cart, whatever it is. You'll load into Scope, whatever. But the first thing is this painting. So I'm going to tell you how it's going to work. You're going to need to make 2 big rolls. You're going to need to make a roll of 2D sharp -2. Because this is secrets embedded in an ancient painting to identify where whatever information Rembrandt coded even is. And then you're going to need to make a 2d6 plus weird -2 roll to actually discern the magics in it. I won't tell you what's going to happen with the weird roll, but I will tell you the consequences of the sharp roll. On a failure, it's over. You cannot figure this out. Whatever you need to do instead will involve a massively different approach that you will need to figure out. On a partial success, you do figure out where to look. On a full success, you figure out where to look, and you understand the nuances of Rembrandt's code so well that you get a +1 to your weird roll. Okay. For both rolls, there are a couple of rules. Darby, you need to make both rolls. You're the one making it, no one else can. One of your friends can help with each roll by helping a friend. However, every good idea you have could make each of the rolls easier. So if you have some ideas on how to make the sharp roll easier, I will entertain every single one of them.
Okay.
There may, of course, be consequences. If it's like, you know who knows this? The President of the United States. And if you kidnap the president, there will be consequences. But you'll get a +1 on the roll.
Okay.
Oh, Darcy.
Yeah, Morgan.
I can see if there's any traces of magic that might help you at least find an area to look.
Let's do it. There's a lot of potential here.
All right, so Morgan
like
will be the one that is contributing as the help.
Yeah. I'm not trying to understand the arcane. I'm just trying to figure out where it is.
All right, so Morgan is volunteered to be the help roll. Are there any other things you want to do to improve the sharp roll? Now, when I say that, do not be constrained by what's in this room or even time. It's not like you only have 10 minutes. You have some amount of time. It's just whenever you're done with this, you got to start going to Maryland.
I've been doing some research on the painting. And on Rembrandt? At the library. With the help of a librarian.
If you go to the Boston Public Library, you will get a +1.
Feels like a good idea.
Yeah, do we all need to go or can just
Yeah, I'm
Mindy
going
go?
to say yeah.
I put on a disguise.
You do.
Okay. Yeah, every amount of help that we can get.
To the T!
Indeed. All right. You have relocated to the Boston Public Library. So right now, you have, it's 2d6 plus sharp -2. You have a help roll from Morgan. So Morgan's going to roll help first. And you're getting a +1 because you're at the BPL.
Yay.
Are there any
help
other
it.
things you want to add to this roll?
Help is a cool roll, right?
It is.
Okay,
Morgan has already committed to helping.
great.
What do you have to offer, Zlobs? An idea, perhaps?
I could, I got the painting. I did my
Zlobs
part.
has done
You
so
did
You are
much.
already
You did
above
your
and
job.
beyond.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry that this wasn't enough. You know what? My tactical assessment. Here, this is your painting now. I'd get my fillings refilled in. That's what I'd do.
Do you do it yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like
Zlobs.
this is like a soldering iron.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're all in like a private, you're in like the map room of the BPL. The door's locked. You're studying this with like spotlights, and Zlobs has a soldering iron and is like sitting in the corner. Is there anything else you want to do? Add any other things to give you another +1?
I want to see if I can get Declan here. Because even though this Declan hasn't been to hell, he's still somewhat connected to the one who has. So maybe he can pick up on something.
Yeah. All right. Darby, I want you to roll 2d6 plus weird.
Okay.
This is going to be you essentially reaching out to your brother across the immaterial plane. And we'll see what we get.
It's a 9.
Okay, partial success. Just one thing on the partial. Sorry, just 1 second.
I get scared, more scared with every click.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop,
What
boop.
is he looking for? What is
He's
doing?
increasing some number of like horror danger.
Serp is just playing the
Um,
cookie counter.
Two angels show up.
Oh.
Oh, God.
In kind of a burst of glittering feathers, Declan appears. He immediately hugs you, Darby.
Declan!
Oh.
We're in a library.
Welcome to the BPL. Oh, first thing. Wait, Zlobs, what are you disguised as?
Oh, I am disguised as Governor Prince.
Okay, don't say the real name of Governor Prince right here, okay? Or else we'll get kicked out.
Okay.
Got it. That is a very convincing costume.
Hello, Declan.
Mindy. And the other angel that shows up in a much more benign way, she's knocking on the door, is Coriander Bolson, though you know her as Muriel.
Oh, nice.
Muriel? Are Normally, you're not supposed to. I thought you were an observer.
I am, but also you sent out a heavenly beacon across the plains, and you don't do that terribly often.
That's
And
fair.
so I was quietly observing from right outside the door, and then I noticed a painting in here, and thanks to my miraculous memory, she holds up her smartphone. I realize you are in possession of a stolen painting.
That is yes. Yeah. That's correct.
Borrowed, technically.
It's technically borrowed from, but yeah, it's a borrowed stolen painting
And why do you have this painting?
because this is the key to getting Maeve back.
2d6 plus charm. I'll give you a +1.
Whoa.
I rolled a 1.
Did you roll it?
I rolled
eyes?
snake eyes.
Oh no!
-1.
Oh no! 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 Oh no!
Coriander Bolson assumes her true form and then vanishes.
Oh,
no.
that's...
I think the clock just started ticking faster, everybody.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Okay. 2d6 plus sharp. Morgan's rolling to help. You get a +1 because you're in the BPL, surrounded by all of the research that Mindy has done. And another +1 because Declan is here, and he is deeply invested in this, and he's going to help you on the sharp roll, which means you're now rolling a 2d6 plus sharp flat. So you're able to overcome the -2. It's 2d6 plus sharp flat. First things first, though. Morgan, it is time for you to roll a...
Cool roll, right?
This is a cool roll. So this is going to be a help out roll, 2d6 plus cool. And tell me what you get.
I've been really inspired by a book that I've been reading lately called Life After Blaseball, a collection of stories from those lucky enough to retire. Can I add +2 to that?
That's how you're going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That is a 10. So close. But that's a 10. I'm really glad I added that +2.
Okay, Darby. It is now time for your 2d6 plus sharp roll. Started as a -2. +1 because you're at the library. +2 because Declan is here. +3 because Morgan just rolled a 10. So you're rolling 2d6 plus sharp +1. Tell me what you get.
$11.
It's in the brushstrokes. It's in the brushstrokes.
It's in the
And
brushstrokes.
it dawns on you like the clouds parting.
It's in the brushstrokes. It's in the brushstrokes.
There are...
They start to like come, like all of the strokes start to like feel like they're coming alive to me.
You're in the painting. You're looking at the boat. The waves are crashing beneath you. It's the Sea of Galilee. You see the apostles. You see them through this haze of interlocking brushstrokes. The lattice of it seems imperfect, but it's absolutely perfect. It's like three-dimensional, time-defying braille. Every tiny bit of paint is serving a purpose beyond just expressing the picture. There is a whole world laid out in these brushstrokes. And you start seeing the words and the meaning and the concepts and the feelings. Declan is casting a holy light over this entire room, illuminating the brushstrokes from every angle. Morgan has been scanning it this whole time with her hand, looking for magical eddies. Darby, you're looking for the pattern. Mindy is cross-referencing things and looking at books and looking at Rembrandt's other paintings. Zlob has already refilled 3 of his molars. Okay, you now know what to look for. There is instructions for a complicated ritual laid out in the brushstrokes. This is more of a work of brilliance than the painting itself. Mm-hmm. The fact that you're the people to understand this, and you're probably the only people to understand this since Rembrandt did it, settles on all of you like a heavy blanket against the cold.
Whoa.
Now let's see if you can untangle the ritual. This is a 2d6 plus weird minus 2 roll. I will tell you how it works. On a failure, you will need an angel, a devil, a human, and a sacrifice of one living, sentient being to open the bridge. On a partial success, you'll need an angel, a devil, a human, and a sacrifice of something incredibly powerful, like a soul or a powerful artifact. On a full, you will simply need an angel, a devil, and a human.
Oh.
We know multiple of all of those.
Indeed.
Multiple devils?
Oh, demons. No, we just know one devil. He's here.
Around the corner.
He's right
Okay.
with us.
So, who wants to help with this?
We all
Does
can
it
help
have
out,
to
right?
be?
But one of you is going to make the help out roll.
Does it have to be one of us 4, or I guess one of us 3 besides Darby?
So one of you, and only one of you, can make the help roll. Everyone else you can contribute in terms of ideas and suggestions and things that would logically give Darby another +1.
I feel like this could be a really helpful thing to have Nana's extra set of hands on if we're talking about untangling a ritual.
If you bring in Nana Mathers, that will give you a +1.
Should I call her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her.
2d6 plus charm, Mindy. This is not to get her here. This is kind of more of a luck roll. 2d6 plus charm.
Luck roll. Okay. Ooh, come on. Good roll. Yeah. Plus charm or a minus charm.
Mm-hmm.
6.
The house line rings at the Mathers residence. And, you know, it's picked up, and you hear like the pickup noise because it's a landline. And you, of course, hear Clarissa Mathers mid-sentence as she's bringing the phone up to her face. And so really, Mr. Chen, sometimes you just don't know where you go wrong as a parent. Hello, Mathers residence.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh,
It's me.
Mindy, were you north of the city today?
North? Yeah. Yeah, a bit north.
In any scientific buildings?
No, I can 100% honestly say that I personally was not in any scientific buildings.
Good answer. What's up?
Nana, I could really use your help with something, and I know that I got arrested and that's not good, and that's not even the worst thing I've done this week, but I could really use your help with something that's kind of bigger than me.
What is more important right now, time or banana bread?
This is one of the rare occasions I think I'm actually going to say time.
All right, I'll pick up snacks at the store. I'll be there soon.
Thank you, Nana.
Of course, sweetie.
Oh.
Sorry. Also.
She already hung up.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, you have Nana Mathers on the way. That will give you a +1.
Okay, great.
Any other ideas that you want to add to this role?
I can claim stake to the help out role if it's unclaimed.
Zlobs has the help out role.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing else right now. I'm just gonna look at the painting a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can always, Morgan's a star witch. We can get good reagents. We can get to a really cool place in the city, like in the dome of the state house, or any place with ceramic. What is it, Morgan?
Duermic.
Yeah,
Dweemeric energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
you could move to another location that's on top of like a ley line.
But who's asking old Zlobs? Oh no, I know.
You know,
I'm
Zlobs,
just
that's
here.
Zlobs, that is a really
Don't
good
say
idea.
your name, Zlobs.
Oh no! Oh no! Whoop 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 whoop!
You said like 6 times.
Oh, no.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
So sure enough, all of you and the stolen Rembrandt sprint out of the
Oh,
building.
no.
One of you calls Nana Mathers and tells her where to go instead. Declan explodes into a puff of eyes and feathers to be called upon later as needed.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you think that would-
Did Declan notice anything about me?
Yeah, why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep posing like you're like a Greek statue?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little holy. I'm feeling a little something.
Oh, I see.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
know.
let's rewind about a minute. So you're kind of like preening the fresh solder you put directly into your cavities have set. And you're there, and Declan's like writing notes and handing them to Darby, and then he just kind of pauses and starts sniffing the air. Then he looks at you. Declan kind of reaches into not necessarily his clothes, because he is just kind of clad in holy light, but he produces from somewhere like a musical chime, like a triangle, and hands it to you. Huh. And he takes it back. That didn't hurt or anything, right?
No, didn't smell like anything either.
Wow, cool party trick, Declan. Hand someone a triangle.
Declan pretends to ignore that, but he does a bad job. And then Declan looks at you, Darby, and kind of leans in. You're a good judge of character. I'm glad you think he deserves this.
Thanks. I'm proud
bit
of
my
myself
tongue.
for doing it well.
Zlobs, stop eating that.
And then sure enough, off you go into the night. So yeah, you want to relocate to a place with you want to relocate to a place in Boston with significant magical potential.
Mhm.
So
What about
you
inside
find a
the
place
globe?
that's kind of pulsing with the appropriate kind of extraplanar energy. Where is that place?
Burger City.
Burger City. Morgan. There is precedent for that. There is precedent for significant magical energy in Burger City.
That is.
Hold on. I really want us to walk into Burger City and Declan's buying a burger and some fries right now. That's where he moved to.
Yeah, because he's not really out of heaven a lot, and the food up there is very healthy.
While he's here.
So
He's
sure
gonna load up on
enough,
pizza fries while he's
you
down
go
here.
to one of the most significant lay waypoints of really all of the state, of course, Burger City. And you walk in, you know, you look for like a back room. And as you do, there's like, you know, a man kind of hunched over the counter, unassuming in a trench coat. But of course, from under that trench coat is pouring endless holy light. And he turns and looks at all of you, and then he sniffs the air, and then he looks at you. Good idea. And then
very
he grabs his like 8 double burgers and like 4 sacks of fries and walks out the front door. So Nana Mathers meets you there. She has brought with her an entire sheet cake that she had someone at the supermarket like quickly write good luck on.
Oh.
And all of you quickly reserve a party room in the back. And it is in the party room of the Burger City that you are attempting to decipher the magical realities embedded in the brush strokes of the Rembrandt. So, as it stands right now, +1 for being in Burger City. Pardon me, +1 for Nana Mathers. So now it's a 2d6 plus weird flat with Zlobs' help roll on top. Is there anything else you can think of adding to this?
Could we play some
Maybe.
music from the time it was painted?
Ooh.
Yeah. To kind of get into the appropriate mindset.
That's a good idea, Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan, you've been like researching like Viennese opera, like the idea of like art and music overlapping and religion and faith and song, like it's something about that's kind of unlocking things for you. So yeah, you have found a collection of operatic and orchestral pieces that were very likely to be contemporary products of the time where Rembrandt was painting this. So of course you're piping them through the speakers of the party room. It's, there's like next door in the other party room is like someone celebrating their Sweet 16. But in this room, Viennese opera and people unlocking the great mysteries.
Morgan.
Zlobs.
You should ask Mopey to come in here because Mopey plays the violin.
Does he still do shifts here?
I think so.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't think I can.
Oh, yeah, they're weird right now.
Wait, you're weird with Mopey?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, actually,
Why are you weird with Mopey?
Because
She won't talk about it. Wait, you're going to talk about it? Is it the
Morgan
music?
tells me everything, right, Morgan?
Wait, why are you weird, Mopey? Darby.
I just can't. I can't go into it right now.
Morgan,
Did you go on a date with Mopey?
No.
Morgan,
there's
if you
a
don't
little
tell
bit
us,
of persona non grata situation with Mopey. But yeah, music is playing. Nana Mathers is here. like looking at the painting through a variety of weird lenses. She's got a bunch of like really old, kind of rusty looking equipment that's like taking a bunch of flash photography of it. There's something that looks like a stock ticker just kind of spitting out data. Right now your roll is at a +1. So it's 2d6 plus weird +1, supported by Zlobs' help roll. Do you think that's enough, or can you think of anything else?
God, I'll go see if Mopey's outside.
Yeah, Morgan, you should unblock anything that feels like it's like a secret or something you can't talk about or something you feel weird about before you do a ritual. You told me this, so if you have a secret, now's the time to tell me. Nobody in this room should be keeping anything from anywhere.
That does give me an idea, though, Mindy, that maybe we should all do our own little painting project to sort of get in tune with the brushstrokes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It's kind of like an expressive outlet.
Yeah, I will say that's not going to add a +1, but I like where your head's at, and it's going to add to the general ambiance.
Okay. That's fair.
So yeah, all of you are like painting and experimenting with brush strokes.
Does anybody else have a secret that they want to tell me before we do the ritual to unblock yourself? Anyone else want to share a secret with me? Secret between friends? Secret for Mindy? Secret for my book?
I think
Secret to tell me?
I don't have anything for you, Mindy.
Oh, man.
You want?
They are just open books lately.
They just keep telling me everything, except for Morgan
it's not
about
fair.
Mopey.
Yeah, Mindy, you want to fish around, see if you can find something you really dig deep.
Sure, I'll dig deep in Zlob's mind if
Yeah,
he's inviting
2d6
me.
plus weird.
I never turn up an opportunity to dig deep into Zlob's mind.
It's been a while.
Yahoo,
like-
10.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
Do you
What do I
want a
see?
happy secret?
Yeah, happy secret about Zlobs.
Finally.
Finally.
Finally. It took 123 episodes. We made it.
It's something about the fact that Zlobs and Nana Mathers are both here, surrounded by like weird old equipment doing something important. That
This
kind of
reminds me of
gets
something.
Yeah, it gets Zlobs thinking about all those years ago when he and Sunman and Nana Mathers were working together to kind of translate what will happen in the future without breaking the timeline. And there's a secret embedded in Zlobs' mind so deep that even Zlobs doesn't know it's there. But it's just kind of this image. Nana Mathers looking at like the big vacuum tube computer, looking at the fidelity of the timeline, while Sunman and Zlobs are kind of mapping out how exactly to save his friends. And there's this one moment where Zlobs says something, some tactical insight. And he looks at Sunman when he says it before his eyes like dart off somewhere else. But before they do, there was just a moment, a fraction of a moment, where the look on Sunman's face was pride. And then you're back in the present. Darby.
I have one more idea.
Yeah, let's hear it.
To pull out my brasswood flute and play along with the music. It was given to me by a magical creature.
All right. I'll give you an extra +1. Okay. Zlobs, let's start.
Hello.
Help out roll. 2d6 plus cool. Tell me how you're helping.
Yeah, I'm bringing in a consultant. I would like to bottle it up with a +3. It will make sense with the person who I just texted you, who that is. Does that make sense? They have experience with that.
Oh no.
What? Who did you text?
I'm scared.
Experience with what?
Oh.
Hold on. I got to take my phone off of Do Not Disturb.
If it's who I think it might.
How the heck do I do that? Oh, right, there it is.
I don't.
What have you done?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you asking?
I'm asking
Zlobs?
Serp right now.
Is this a text or a messenger?
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, you got it.
Mm-hmm. So that gives me a +6 to this roll.
Plus
Agree?
cool, +3. Bottle it
Yeah,
up.
Do you want this person here in the room or just consulting with you as you talk to Darby?
Oh, I want them to walk in at the most dramatic time to
Perfect.
help with the ritual.
Oh my God, who is it?
All right, roll it.
15. Did I need that? Did I need it? Nope, not at all. Oh, I'm shaking a little bit.
Darby, you don't need to make this roll.
Oh,
The roll is an automatic success, specifically an automatic 12. You are there. You are trying to figure all of this out. Nana Mathers is here doing like seismic and topographic readings of the painting. It's translating it into some kind of old language. You know, Mindy is painting, Morgan is coming in and out. There's music, you know, Austrian opera playing in the background. And what you're able to determine, and this is the thing you just can't get past, is you need a trio. You need an angel, you need a devil, and you need a human. And you know that part, but there's this amorphous idea of like a power source. And there are two options, and they're both really scary. Like, you might need to kill somebody, or you might need to destroy something like the Declaration of Independence or some powerful religious artifact, something powerful enough to kind of light the fuse that the triad of extraplanar beings are creating. And the whole time you're getting this sinking feeling in your heart like Coriander Balson, aka Muriel, is doing something right now. And you feel like you're running out of time. And you know whatever you do, you have to kind of make a decision now on like finishing your transcription of the ritual so that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at that moment that Neela Nightmare walks in.
What
What?
have you
What?
done?
She closes the
No.
door behind her
no.
and walks right up to all of you. She's not armed, but she's wearing tactical gear.
Nightmare? What are you doing here?
Hey, Neela.
She reaches out her hand to Nana Mathers and like kind of sharply like jerks her fingers towards her. And Nana Mathers hands her some of the glasses she was wearing. And she kind of looks over. She kind of yanks the notes out of your hand, Darby, and looks at that.
Don't gesture to my Nana, Nightmare. Tell us what you're doing here.
She takes a sip of diet soda. Renting the room came with a pitcher. She crosses out like the last 3 lines of ritual instructions and rewrites them in like very beautiful flowing handwriting. And she hands it back to you, and Darby, you look at it and it's like, oh, of course that makes sense. Damn it. Yeah, I don't need to sacrifice anybody. I just need to change the ritual so that it's drawing power from the 2 planes. Hands it back to you, and without saying a word to anybody, she turns and walks out.
So now Neela Nightmare's some ritual magic expert?
I mean, she's always been. Remember, she did the whole miracle thing? Who else is more better than this, making bad, planar decisions involving divine energy?
She is excellent.
Again, tactical genius, baby.
Zlobs, I gotta hand it to you.
Wow.
Darby, you now have in your possession a 1-page document that can explain in precise detail how a human, an angel, and a devil can create a stable, temporary bridge between Earth and Hell. What do you want to do about the painting?
I would like to advocate for something.
Oh, okay.
How do you give it back to Unity San Felipe? And how do you also give it to someone else miles away? Tesla. I think you have to give it to the public. I think it has to go back to the museum.
The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what everyone's painting.
Or we paint something exactly identical to it.
Or we go back in time and get a second version of it.
It's a lot of good
Or-
ideas.
Or we make
Funny.
we get Unity San Felipe invited into the Benevolent Scholars.
Oh,
We'll end it right here.
A lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas flying around.
A lot of good ideas.
have we totally moved on from the we paint 2 more exactly?
No.
like-
We have not moved on.
Epilogue.
Ooh.
The parking lot of Burger City. Neela Nightmare walks right out, reaches into her back pocket, pulls out this little brick. Not a brick, like some kind of little electronic device about the size of a brick, maybe bigger than a smartphone. She walks over to Zlobs' car and looks at the lock on the driver's side door. And she just snaps her fingers and the door opens. She gets in. She sits in the driver's seat. She pulls out the USB stick that Scope is on and jams it into this electronic device for a few seconds.
Uh-oh.
Blue lights turn to red lights. She takes it out. She plugs Scope back in. She gets out. She closes the door. She puts the device back in her pocket. Takes out a stick of gum. Starts chewing it.
Darby,
Yeah, Zlobs.
Darby,
Zlobs.
do you think Morgan went on a date with Mopey?
No.
Do you think they would be good for each other?
No.
Yeah, I want it to be true, but I think you're right. You better write that down.
Yeah, keep it off of the board, Zlobs.
Okay. I really wanted the dough.
I don't think I can make it work.
Sometimes you gotta let things go, Zlobs.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Gotta let Morgan write her own story here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Do you want some candy?
Yeah. Hey, Darby.
Yes, Zlobs?
Thanks for blessing me.
Hey, you earned it.
It feels really special. Hope I
It was
can live
really
up.
special how you helped me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of those I have left in me. I'm definitely feeling my 14 years.
Well, hopefully the blessing will get you at least a few more.
I'll make sure I maximize the use out of it. Thank you.
Here's some more candy.